Hello and welcome to ET Now. You're watching IPO Central, and my guest today is from Vidya Wires. It's a company which is into conducting and installation and winding in the power transmission and distribution sector. Its IPO is opening on December 3rd, closes on 5th. It's a price band of 48 to 52 rupees per share, a fresh issue of 274 crores and OFS of 26 crores. So a total of 300 odd crores, which is there. The market value of the company is little over 1100 crores at the upper end of the price band. And joining me today is Mr. Shyam Sundar Rathi, who is the chairman and whole-time director, and Salesh Rathi, who is the managing director of the company. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on ET Now. Mr. Shyam Sundar Rathi, take us through your business. When did you start the business, and which are the areas that you look at?
In fact, this industry was started way back in 1981, 4 decades ago, at Anand in Gujarat. For manufacture of pin copper winding wires, we started with a single product. Then from time to time, depending on the market requirement, we added many more products. Today, we have a range of 12 products to manufacture the same segment.
Mr. Salesh Rathi, you are raising 274 crores. What is the use of proceeds?
So basically, we are coming up with a 100% subsidiary of our company, LQ Industries Private Limited. So this is a 100% subsidiary of Vidya Wires. There we are coming up, setting up a new facility with 18,000 metric tons of capacity. And this will we will be using 140 CR for the capital investment here. 100 CR we will be using to pay back our working capital loans, and some 24 CR will be as a GCP.
Can you also take us through what is the current borrowings of the company?
So currently we don't have any long-term borrowing as such. It's zero as of now. We have only the working capital, so that is around 140 CR currently.
You are into the copper winding and conduction business, and my understanding is that most of the transmission and distribution companies are your customers. How big is the order book for you?
So basically we are into winding and conductivity products, and these are we have a broad category of more than 12 product categories to offer to the market. We are coming up with new 6 product categories. So in all we will be having 18 products to offer to the market. Our customers are very wide. They happen to be in different segments. We supply to the power and distribution segment, mainly to the transformers. Then we supply to the electrical industries like switchgear, motors, cables, panels, etc. We supply to renewables like solar modules, then this windmill, etc. Then we supply to EVs, automotive. We supply to many engineering industries. We supply to railways. So we have a very wide application network. And we have almost large OEMs where we are supplying, and our business is quite B2B, and this has been for years we are supplying to them.
What is the kind of order book?
We have many customers in this space. So currently, our orders are based on on a monthly or maybe a 45 days of requirement of the customers, and we are currently having a good order book. It's approximately we are having 300 CR orders in hand with us.
One of the biggest challenge for you is the commodity prices, because your PVC plastics are dependent on crude, and your copper and aluminum are dependent on LME prices there. How do you manage the commodity price risk?
So a good question. Basically copper is quite volatile in nature. The prices on London Metal Exchange prices are very variable. Although it is really not affecting us, basically we have a completely risk-free business model. It is like copper is hedged completely on back-to-back basis. So it's like when a customer has any order, so he will first book his LME price with us, And this on the same side, we will also do the back-to-back booking with our supplier. So exactly the same LME will be passed on to our customer. Similarly, the RBI rate, the exchange rate will also be based on the RBI rate. Whatever we book with our supplier, the RBI rate will be passed on to our customer. So in totality, there is no risk on the any fluctuation in the copper price or any fluctuation in the exchange price. It is completely risk-free business model. In addition to that, even our inventories are completely hedged. So we don't have any kind of volatility on our sales.
Interesting, that you are hedging both commodity side as well as the currency as well here. What is Power Grid is one of the biggest customers for you. What is the kind of outlook that you have for growth from here on?
So Power Grid is like a kind of approval which we need to have. Our customers, they directly supply to the Power Grid, or we need this kind of approval. So we have customers from transformer segment, customers from motors, switchgear, various segment. Now the electrical segment in totality we are supplying. The growth drivers of the industry is, we can say, copper is a new oil. Why we can say? Because copper is driven by different segments like renewables and EVs are doing very well, and here the base metal is copper. So it's not only the direct use in the solar modules or the windmills or the transformers. It is basically in the entire value system of the renewables or the EVs are going to use copper. Like we have a solar module, then we have in the back side a transformer to distribute the power. So both ways they are going to use copper. Similarly, EV, if we say, so the directly a EV uses 3 to 4 times the copper what normal automobile uses. In addition to that, the power requirement to charge the EV. So again, there are a lot of transformers, panels, cables. So they are all going to use the copper. So the third most surprising thing which in last 2 years we can see is coming up is the artificial intelligence and the data centers. Now they are also the great power churners. In fact, the major, the demand for this is going to be electricity. So in totality, the copper is the base metal which is going to be consumed in all these high-rise industries. And there we play a very important role because we have more than 12 product categories to offer to the market. 6 are being added. And whatever copper is going to be consumed, it cannot be consumed only as a base metal. It will need a downstream industry, and there we play a very important role. And we are almost catering to almost the entire different applications.
That your entire commodity risk and forex risk is hedged in that sense, but your EBITDA margins are around 4.5% for the first quarter and 4.3% for FY25. Is there a reason why the EBITDA margins are a little lower?
So basically, in absolute numbers, our EBITDA is good. The percentage terms, you can say we are at par with the industries. You can see our PAT is better than our peers. So, and like the CAGR PAT is improving. The CAGR EBITDA is also improving.
But why is the margin lower? Is there a way? Is there enough room for the margins to go up from here on, given the fact that your commodity risk is hedged and your currency risk is also hedged?
So basically, commodity. Basically, the commodity risk has nothing to do with our EBITDA. So had the commodity risk would have been there, so in last 5-7 years you could see one year we will getting more profit, other year we are getting more loss, so nothing like that. But I would say with the new product addition to our company, our manufacturing setup, so this will definitely be more growth drivers towards the improvement of our EBITDA also.
Mr.
So we are focusing towards more new energy segments, and this will improve our EBITDA.
Yes, please.
Mr. Shyamsundar Rathi, you're coming up with a new facility in Gujarat. Yes. How big is that facility, and which are the segments it's going to cater to?
It's basically the products which are to be catered is renewables, EV, AI transformer, power transformers, etc.
How big will be this facility, and once it's and when is it going to be operational?
At present, we have capacity of 19,680 metric tons in our existing setup. Now the new facility is around 18,000 metric tons per annum, and it is being set up at our new plant, which is just 15 kilometers away from the existing factory. It's on National Highway number 8 between Anand and Nadiyad in the Gujarat state.
Mr. Sailesh, once this capacity comes into being, what is the kind of potential growth in top line that you can see?
So definitely our numbers will go up. Not only the numbers, but even the EBITDA as well as the PAT will improve. As of now, I think we can share that there will be a positive growth in the company.
Facility coming on stream or commercial operations beginning for this facility?
So it is approximately mid-January we are expecting that the facility will start operating, and by March or mid-April we will be seeing that our entire facility will be operational.
One of the important challenges for many companies is with respect to sourcing of material, copper, aluminum, others. How are you doing the sourcing for this material?
So we are like a 40 years old company. We are quite, associated with our supplier on a long term basis. We are currently 50% sourcing our raw material locally and 50% we are importing, and we have very good relation with our suppliers, and they are our long term suppliers, and we do a fair business with them. So it's like 50% local as well as imports.
My final question to you is with respect to what are the new, you spoke about briefly about that data center is a new business which is going in. Is there a plan to diversify your business with respect to more products coming in?
So already we are doing this, like we are having specialized products which are going to cater to these new energy requirements and the new segments which are coming up. So our Vidya Wires focus is always there to have better research and do go on adding new product categories, and this we have been doing since long, and we are continuing the same fashion, and we are adding more product categories. So we are aligned towards this, and this will meet the requirement of large power transformers, data centers, then what you call this different solar modules, as well as windmill, etc. So this is where we are focusing.
Looking at the export market, because roughly 80 odd % is from domestic, 88% from domestic, so 12% exports. How are you looking at the exports market?
So we have been exporting around in the range of 12 to 18% in last 2-3 years. Our export market is also good. But what in last 2-3 years we have seen a very strong growth in the domestic market, and this has also like 88% is utilized here in the domestic, but we also see a good growth in the export market. So our new products will have quite a good usage in the export market as well. So we are also having equally focusing on the export markets. We are already exporting to more than 18 to 19 countries currently, and we have a good customer base there also, and we have good representation of our products and our agents there in export market.
Thank you, Mr. Shyam Sundar Rathi and Mr. Shailesh Rathi for joining us today on ET Now. Your IPO is opening on December 3rd and closes on December 5th. Price between 48 to 52 rupees. It's a 300 crore IPO which values your company at 1100 odd crores. Thank you for joining us today on IPO Central.